Vertical sound system came around with, you know, big sound systems like VJ Rocket or Sam the Great Sebastian, or even as far back as Lord Coos. And these guys would entertain the Jamaican public with their music that they play, you know, whether they might be playing it from a mobile car or they might be playing it out of a dance hall.
We would probably look at it in the old days like a mobile disco. But for us in the Caribbean, that was our television, it was our radio. That's where you heard what was going on, maybe in your community. You'd have stories from back home, from all the DJs.
The sound systems are in the streets. You know, so once you're in the streets, you're gonna be influenced by the sound system, whether directly or indirectly. You know, it's either gonna disturb the life out of you or you're gonna enjoy, you know, and we more or less enjoy. You know, it's kind of just always there.
In the beginning, sound systems were prejudiced against reggae that was not Jamaican orientated. If it wasn't made in Jamaica, if it wasn't done in the studio in Jamaica, it was inferior. In fact, a lot of guys would grab the microphone and say, "We don't play non-Jamaican reggae," right? And put it down.
We didn't have the money to just go out and, per se, go to a Sam Ash or whatever these stores are and pay the high prices. So you know what I would do? Hit the lumberyard, buy a couple of sheets of plywood, go to the stores with my tape measure all of the cabinets. Come back home, hit the table saw, you know, we'd be down in the basement for weeks, come out, next thing you know, we had a sound system.
We were trying to design music for sound systems, which is a big difference than just making music because it sounds good in your ears. We were experiencing some of the best sound systems in the world, at least we thought, between New York and London. And we would go back and we would almost like draw out what we wanted to hear coming out of these speakers. And that's how we end up developing our sound.
It's your duty as a DJ to learn about sound. You may not have to be the expert that he is, but to learn how it all works. And unfortunately, most DJs don't seem to really care. They are pushing up the gains, pushing up the master, putting the EQs all the way up, and distorting the signal before it even gets to the amplifier. You know, already, so that the signal on the front end is already distorted. And then they're wondering, you know, why it sounds horrible while they're blowing speakers out.
And so it's always just trial and error. It's always completely different. The only thing that's consistent is I tend to play similar producers' records. Producers that I know their dub plates will test the system, and if the system can deal with that, you know everything else is okay.
He said, well, I took the dub plate to him to play, and I was take it back. You know, it's what you, like a sound system, right? You take, and I said, and what did Grooverider say to you? He said like that on the dub plate. That's mine now. I played it. That's mine now. Yeah, you go and cut another one, young man. You know, yeah, but I haven't got much money. Well, that's your fault. You know what I mean? That's, you know, we were like, oh, God, dear, you're mortifying. Do you know what I mean? Grooverider's just, you know. But, you know, he thought that's what you did.
The purpose of a sound reproduction system is to tell the truth, is to reproduce it the way it really is. And the only way to make a fair test is you have to have an original. You have to have the actual source. You have to know what it sounds like, really.